Montagne Posee Commission of Inquiry, established to investigate the truth regarding what happened on 5 and 6 December 2024 at Montagne Posee Prison, and some events connected to that as well. My name is Justice Alfred Mavetsenge. I serve as the chairperson for the commission, and let me give space to fellow commissioners to introduce themselves.
I am Victor.
Thank you, commissioners. Then on the extreme left is our secretary, Ms. Chelsea Aubest. May you please administer the oath so that we may take the evidence of the witness.
Are you a Christian or you
Christian.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give to this commission shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Thank you, Esther Marie.
Thank you very much, Ms. Chelsea Aubest, and thank you, Assistant Superintendent. So I called you Assistant Inspector. I correct that, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Vincent Murray. Just to quickly remind you of the rules that we would like you to adhere to. Number 1 is please tell the truth, nothing but the truth. Number 2, please answer all the questions as they are asked by the commissioners. We would appreciate if your answers to the questions are direct. You can give an explanation, but start by answering the question as it is. Then thirdly, please conduct yourself with dignity and respect. In the process of giving your testimony, we would like you to refer to other people that you might implicate, but refer to them with respect. Please do not use demeaning or derogatory terms to describe them. If there is anything that you want to share with us which involves or includes vulgar language, let us know so that we can mute the proceedings, the broadcast rather, and then we can take that evidence. To observers and members of the media that are in the room, please refrain from interrupting the proceedings. That includes keeping your mobile phones on silent mode or switching them off. And when you are moving in and out of the room, please close the door gently so that you don't interrupt the proceedings here. So I think what we will do is we will take turns, as we always do, to ask questions. And for you to understand what we are doing here, the questions we are going to ask you are questions that are related to, directly and indirectly related to the incident or the events that took place at Montagne Posee Prison on 5 and 6 December 2024. Okay. Right. A good starting point maybe for us is so that we understand your job, the nature of your job. So, what do you currently do?
I am the Deputy Commandant of the Public Order and Tactical Response Unit.
Okay.
A unit within the police. My duty is to oversee daily operations and administrative aspect of the unit. Okay.
Take us back to 2024. What were you doing in the police?
I was in the same position.
You were in the same position?
Yes.
In 2024?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, does your job involve overseeing operations?
It does, yes.
Okay. So let's go straight to the 5th of December 2024. What happened? What did you do?
So, first of all, on the 5th, I received a phone call from the then, I think he was a sub-inspector at that time, Ivan Nicola. He called me and asked me if I've had sight of an email he had sent me. On that particular day, I was not working from my office, so I told him, no, I haven't had sight of it, and I will check and reply to the email. So I took my laptop and checked the email. It was about an order that he complied with to transfer Stephen Murdo from mail block to another place, and that there may be a riot as a result of this. And they might...
Hold on there. Just want to make sure. So you, on the 5th of December 2024, you received an email from Inspector Ivan Nicola.
Yes.
Saying they would like to transfer Stephen Murdo.
No, he has already transferred.
He has transferred.
Stephen Murdo.
Do you have that email?
Yes, I have.
Can we please have a copy of it? Sorry. Okay, so this is 2020. Where is the date? Okay, I think it's the same with this one,
yes.
Right? Okay, so the date is what is 5 December, 3 p.m. Okay. I wanted to inform you that today we complied with an order from the Commissioner of Prisons to transfer inmate Stephen Murdo from the mail block to an isolation cell located outside of the prison's mail block. However, since the transfer, there have been threats from other inmates indicating they may attempt to incite a riot. Okay? As Stephen Murdo is considered a leader among them, I wanted to share this information with you so that in the event that the situation escalates, you may be required to maintain order and control. Okay, I think we do understand what the request from Inspector
Ivan Nicola.
Okay, Ivan Nicola says. Please go ahead.
Like I said, I was not working from an office on that day, so I took my laptop and I looked at the email. And when I was replying to the email, he called me back and told me that things have escalated and that 4 prison officers were being unlawfully detained inside the prison.
Just give us a time, around what time it was?
The time he called me back was not 5 minutes after. No, when he called me, it was about 3 to 3:15, around that time. When he called me back and informed me of the situation, I called the Commissioner of Police, the then Commissioner of Police, Mr. Babe, and I informed him of what I've been told. And he told me to call the Commissioner of Prison and verify the information.
Okay.
Then I called the Commissioner of Prison, and she confirmed that what I've been told from Mr. Nicola was correct.
So she confirmed that the email is exactly what happened, what was happening?
Yes. Okay. She didn't confirm that the email was happening. She confirmed that there are 4 prison officers being unlawfully detained inside the prison. So when she told me that, I called the commissioner back, and I informed him. He told me to rally my troops and go and proceed to Montagne Posee prison. So thereafter, I called my then commanding officer. I informed him of the situation. I also informed...
Who is your commanding officer?
Then it was Superintendent Japolinista. He's retired.
Okay. But just so that we get your testimony correctly, you were deployed by the then commissioner
yes.
of
Of police.
Police.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And you went to the prison.
Yes.
Okay.
I went to. I was at Pointe-Larry, so I went to Pechipari. I contacted all the members of my team, the supervisors, and they called everybody else to come on camp and to suit up to go to Montagne Posee prison.
Okay.
So I proceeded there first. I was the first officer on scene there, the first police officer on scene. When I arrived there, I was met by Mr. Nicola.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Ivan Nicola.
Ivan Nicola, yes. He took me upstairs to their camera room, and there were other officers. I don't know their names.
From prisons?
Yes.
Okay.
And the first thing I asked is whether the officers were still being detained inside. They told me that yes, and they are in the process of negotiating the release. And then I asked them for the blueprint of the prison. So they told me they did not have the blueprint for the prison, so they used a whiteboard.
Sorry, when you say they, you mean Inspector Ivan Nicola
and his team.
Okay.
Then they
who was in his team?
I remember Tony Joe was there, and then I know these guys by their face. I don't know their name because usually I liaise with Mr. Ivan Nicola. He's my contact person. Every time they request assistance from Porto, he's the one that calls me, or my operations manager. So I would know them by face, but I don't.
We got that point.
Yeah.
This, you
and
asked
then
for
they had a whiteboard there, and they tried to do a layout of the prison because I wanted to know where we could get in and where we could alternate routes to exit the prison. And they tried their best to draw the layout. So when they finished trying to explain the layout, there were some disagreements amongst them about the actual layout. So I went down, and my team started to arrive.
When you said you went down, where did you go?
I went down to the gate in front of the admin block.
Okay.
There's the gate down where they do the check, and then there's another gate there by the admin block, so close to the talk shop. So my team started to arrive, and also the team from Quick Response, they also arrived. So we stand by there, and then after a while, Inspector Ivan Nicola came and told me that things are getting heated up. So, but they are still negotiating. Then he went back up, and then he came back down and told me that two of the prison guards had been released. I think it was 2 foreigners. They had been released, but we still have 2 Seychellois inside. Then he came back down again. After a while, we were still there, standing by, waiting for them. And then he said that we have to go inside because the prisoners have threatened to bring C.I. Marego inside, strip him of all his clothes and assault him. So they feared for his life, so that we had to move inside.
So before you get to that point, how many members of the police are you commanding at this time?
I had a group of 15 officers.
Okay. 15.
Yes.
And
including myself.
Okay, including
so 14,
yourself.
Me myself included, it's 15.
Okay.
So I had 14 officers with me. It's 15.
Apart from the soldiers, were there any other
there was the officers from the Curauti. They were there under the command of Inspector Ralph Agachin. Then he was an inspector then.
Okay, so you were in charge of 15.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
And then when he came...
1 minute before you go on, because you mentioned that they told you something about an officer?
C.I. Marego.
Marego.
Yes.
He was outside the prison, or he was
inside?
He was inside?
According to what he told me, he was inside. They threatened to strip him of all his clothes, bring him further inside the prison and assault him.
Nice. Go ahead, because it's the first time we're hearing the name that Marego was inside.
No.
Was it? Not Radigon.
Radigon, sorry.
That's why I was confused.
Yes.
I confused the name, yes. Radigon.
Before we carry on, can I just ask you, when they said that they were still negotiating, did you have an insight of who was negotiating with who?
No, I did not ask. They just told me that negotiation is ongoing. So I went down and stand by with my officers. They did not tell me who was negotiating with who. So when they told me that we had to move inside, at that time I was the highest officer there for the police. So I mounted the parade. I briefed the officers. There were 15 of us from Potru, and then there were a group from Curauti. I think there were 12 or 11 of them. Curauti, quick response team.
But the fact that they were negotiating, they told you there was one person remaining inside. That was S.I. Radigon. Did you try to find out?
When they came...
1 minute, let me ask the question, please. Did you try to find out from them what stage the negotiation was in? Because obviously, like Mr. Tio asked you, and who was doing the negotiation?
No, I did not ask them any of that.
But you are going inside, and they say negotiation is going on?
When he came outside, he told me that things had escalated, that we needed to go and remove these officers. There were 2 officers inside when he came down.
But you said things escalated, and you said there were other officers who already been released, so it wasn't escalating.
No,
actually, there was a certain form of diffusion of the situation. Okay, you had 4, now you have 2, so that's a form of the escalation rather than escalating.
No, Commissioner, that's what I was told. I'm telling you what I was told from Mr. Nicola. He was the one giving me information.
But even if he was giving you information, did you not have a duty to ask questions? Okay, he could be feeding you wrong information. And you would have assessed the situation. Okay, you said you had 4 officers who were being detained inside. The 2 were released. That's not escalation. This is the de-escalation.
It could be seen that way, but like I told you, I was there to assist prison. They were giving me information. So that's the information that I got, that the officer was going to be stripped naked and brought further inside the prison and assaulted. And they feared for his life. That's what I was told.
Okay, so you mounted a parade?
Yes, we mounted a parade. In the group there was Potru, Curauti, and there were some prison officers.
I just want... So when you say mount a parade, you mount a parade that includes officers who are non-police officers?
No, we mounted a parade with Potru and Curauti. Okay. And then Inspector and Sparrow.
Just so that we are sure. And at that point, you are in charge?
Yes.
Of all these divisions of the police?
Yes, as the highest ranking officer there. at the moment.
Okay.
So then Inspector Ivan, he told me that the prison officers will be coming also. I told him that okay, they will lead us inside as they know the layout better. So then we started marching to the prison. At a certain point when we approached, there's a first gate. We went in, and then we could see the entrance of the prison. I noticed that there was a lot of mattresses obstructing the entrance. And then all of a sudden we were showered with rocks.
Okay, hold there. What time is this?
I believe it was about 6:15.
About 6:15. Were there any soldiers?
Soldiers were there. They were sitting up at the admin block.
Okay. How many soldiers were there?
I don't remember, but they were already there, sitting. They were sitting there. The admin block has the ground floor and the first floor. They were sitting on at the ground floor.
But you can tell, were they 5? Were they
no,
more than 10?
More than 10.
More than what?
Maybe
approximately
20 or more. I don't know. But they were there because some of them were sitting outside under the veranda, and some were sitting inside. There was a room there, a large room.
Who was the head of those soldiers?
At that time, I didn't know, because I didn't see any officer commanding that I could recognize there.
So at that point, all your instructions you were receiving from Mr. Nicola, and you were following instructions that he was giving you.
No, I was being given information from Mr. Nicola.
Okay.
Yeah, but you said the situation is escalated. You need to move in.
Yeah,
so
that's
information.
That's
an
instruction.
Anyway, he was giving us information for us to react to the information that he was giving.
So that's an instruction.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are a police officer, so there's a difference between information and instruction.
Yeah.
If you say to me, please get up, that's an instruction. If you say to me, there's something on your chair, you are not giving me an instruction. You're just giving me information.
Noted.
So let's say things as they are. So you were instructed by Ivan Nicola.
Well, he was, if you want to say it as instruction, okay. So, but he was the one who was telling me that we need to go in.
So or maybe let's put it differently. You were requested by Ivan Nicola to move in.
Yes, I don't know where he was getting his instructions, but he was the one relaying everything to us.
Please, and you said at that point there were soldiers, but you didn't know who was in charge. Okay.
So we went down, and as soon as we approached the gate, we were met with a shower of rocks from behind, on our right, from behind the wall. So we could not see who was throwing the rocks, and we got into formation. And in the first instance, there was a Nepalese officer who was hit with a rock on the head. So he went back. And then as we approached the front gate, suddenly a fire started in front of the front gate. So we didn't see who set the fire, but there was a very big fire at the front entrance of the prison.
Yes, if I may ask, when you went up at the prison and you obviously informed your unit or the Commissioner of Police that, sir, I am actually at the prisons, yes?
Yes.
What instructions was given to you? Who was supposed to be giving orders? To whom were you responding to? Did they tell you all of this?
No. I just informed the commissioner that I was there. He just said, okay. inform me of anything that happens.
So you didn't know who was the person going to give you orders at this point?
No. At this point, I was the highest ranked officer there.
Yeah, so you are telling me that you were deemed at this moment to take orders by yourself?
At this moment, I was leading the team, yes.
The question was different.
But deemed to take order by myself.
Yeah, you were alone to execute the operation by yourself?
Yes. So at that moment, we spent a good amount of time extinguishing the fire. So we had to take fire hose that was there and fire extinguishers that was directed to us by the prison officers there where we could get it. So it took us some time. I don't know how long, but it took us a while to get the fire out. And when we extinguished the fire, then we asked for the keys, and they told us they did not have the keys. The keys is inside with the inmates. So then, yes.
If I may ask you now at this point, was the officer, the prison officer that was supposed to be held captive inside, was he still inside or had he been released?
According to what we were being told, he was still inside. So we went and got a bolt cutter. We cut open the padlock. We went inside. There were a few inmates that charged at us, but we used rubber grenades and dispersed everybody. So when we went inside, we started the search operation for the officers. We used a grid pattern to search inside. We took block by block and secured all the blocks. And when we went inside, I told Mr. Nicola that it is his job to restrain his inmates. We are here to look for the officers. So we went inside and we searched the whole ground floor. We did not see anyone. So the next step was to go and conduct the search upstairs. So
one minute, when you didn't find the officers inside, did you satisfy yourself that maybe they would have, or they were already released?
No, but we took it as if they were released, I believe they would have told us that he's outside. So we searched the whole ground floor, and then we did not find him, so we took it that he might have been brought upstairs. So we proceeded to go upstairs, and we took the stairs that's on the left. They told us that this is the best route, so they were guiding us inside. We took the stairs that's on the right, there's a staircase on the right side of the ground floor. So when we went upstairs, upon coming inside, the first thing the inmates poured paint downstairs. There was a lot of paint being poured, so we waited, and when the paint stopped, we marched upstairs. Then they threw Molotov cocktail at us downstairs. So the whole staircase was on fire, and even our shield, the shield that we were using, that also was on fire.
At what time? At what time? Literally, we are talking now. What is the time?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because we had no watches, no phones with us at that moment. Because if we go there, your phone gets damaged.
Yeah, but when you got to the gate,
yes,
prior to extinguishing the fire and whatever it is, it was around what time?
6:15, 6:20.
6:15.
Yeah.
So how long did it take for you to put
extinguish
out the fire?
More than half an hour.
Okay, so we're talking.
It It was already
Quarter
past
to 7. Was it past 7?
But when we were going upstairs, it was past 7 because it took us some time to clear the ground floor.
Okay.
And to restrain all the people that were there.
Okay.
So then we proceeded, and then they started throwing Molotov cocktail. The staircase was on fire. And then, luckily, they poured water downstairs. The water was mixed with feces and urine. So it was all over us, all over our uniform. And then we stayed there. And then when everything was extinguished, we proceeded to go upstairs. That's when they started throwing bricks downstairs. Very big bricks. And then we had Nepalese officers with us to beef up the numbers. And they started getting scared. So some of them started running away. So they started, we could hear upstairs banging noise. So as if they were breaking things inside. And so they were throwing bricks downstairs. So when the Nepalese officers started running, they got scared. They threw the shells on the floor. That's when I got injured. And then we went back.
So at that time that all of this is happening, you are still looking for a missing...
Yes, for that missing officer.
And that was at around 7:30, 8 o'clock?
7:30, 8 o'clock, maybe. So we retreated, and there's a corridor there. We were standing in the corridor and, strategizing. So I heard the officers, that was, because I had gave instruction to remove everything from the cells, make it empty, and put the restraint, because they were leaving the prisoners, the inmates there in the open. So I told them, okay, clear an area of the prison, of the cells, and put everyone there and lock them.
That was in the first entry?
Yes.
So first entry, you had already got in?
Yes.
You were asking your officers to clear the area, the prison cells?
Yes. We hadn't got upstairs yet. This is the first entry. This was during the first operation. So there was 3 separate operations. This is the first operation.
You said you didn't go upstairs because at some point in time, correct me if I'm wrong, I heard you saying that you searched downstairs and then you went up.
We were going to go up. We were prevented.
Then you said that, okay, there was paint that was thrown down.
Yes.
And
first there was paint.
Yeah.
Then the Molotov cocktail came and the staircase was on fire. And then they threw water downstairs.
And you said fortunately they threw water?
With feces and urine mixed, because you could smell it, and the feces was all over our uniform. And then they started throwing bricks downstairs. So when the Nepalese officers retreated, they started, they got scared. So our numbers were small, so we could not do the formation that we needed to do to go upstairs. So we went back to re-strategize. So when we were doing that, I heard the prison officer saying that the officer is already out.
But where were you now strategizing?
There was a little corridor leading to the staircase.
Okay.
So there's the main block, there's a corridor that goes up to the staircase. So we were there in that corridor, and we were strategizing to see how we could go up in formation without the Nepalese officers, because they were not coming with us.
But the main reason you had gone in and you were asked to go in was to free the officer, Radegon, who was being detained. Now you know that Radegon has been released.
No, I didn't know yet.
No, because you said at some point you heard that.
Yes.
So why was there a reason for you to re-strategize? Because he's out already.
When we were re-strategizing in the corridor, I overheard prison officers talking, the ones that were supposed to be restraining the inmates, saying that C.I. Marego is already out. They didn't say it to me. I heard them talking. So I went from where I was. I walked and asked, is CI may I go out? He said, yes, he's been out for a while. So I called all my officers, said, this guy is out. So let's move out of the prison. So we went out.
You mean CI Radigon?
CI Radigon, yes. I keep missing up this.
It's
yes.
Okay. I'm just correcting it for the record.
So when they said that the officer is out, so I called all my officers and said, this guy is already out, let's move out. So we went out of the prison and left the prison officers there with the inmates. They were still removing things from the cell and put them inside.
Sorry, just hold on there. So earlier on you said you were requested by Inspector Ivan Nicola.
Yes.
To move in to set free Inspector Radigon,
yes,
who was being held or detained
yes,
by some of the inmates in there. So when you moved in, did you have radio equipment for communication?
No, he came with us.
Okay. I'm trying to establish if there was a chain of communication that was established between you as an operations team that is inside and a leader outside, who is then probably saying, who would have told you that, okay, the inspector we wanted to free has now been released. Because now you said you overheard.
Yes.
Right. So do you mean to say there was no one who was issuing?
No, at that
okay.
time. No.
So my other question is, when you do operations as the police, is it not the case that there is usually a commander who is sitting or standing somewhere and is issuing instructions to you as an operations team? Is that not the
Correct.
case? Right. So in this case, why was that not?
In this case, not all the higher commanders were there at the moment. I believe they were still arriving, because when I moved my officers out and the curator officers out, I went to the admin block. So when I went inside, the deputy commissioner, Songwa, the ACPs and the other high
But
officers.
this is after you had...
Yes, this is after.
Yeah, so
but before that, no.
We're going to get there. I just want to know, this first round that you have done,
yes,
you did not have a commander outside, or you did not have a way of liaising with people who are outside of the prison?
no. But that time we did not have that. We were relying on the prison team to feed us information.
But the prison team was with you inside?
No, they were going in and out. They were moving.
Okay, they were going in
yes.
and out whilst you were inside.
Yes.
And nobody informed you that Inspector Radigon
no.
has been freed?
Because we were leading the charge.
Okay.
So they were at the back. Their job was to, one, feed us information, two, deal with the inmates that were there.
Okay, no, then go ahead.
So they were filling the duties in that they were not providing you with accurate information.
Yes. Because we were relying on them for information and to lead us inside, because they knew the layout. So they were telling us the appropriate routes to take inside. So they were going in and out, the officers.
So when you got overheard the information that CI Radigon had been released, you grouped your men?
Yes, and we moved out.
Moved out?
Yes.
Went to the
admin
block. Mission complete?
What we were told to do, yes.
Okay.
First mission complete. We left the prison with the officers. I was injured. I went to, there was an ambulance there. I went for medical attention to be patched up for the injury I got.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your injuries? How were you injured?
When we were going up, when the fire had been extinguished by the water they threw down, they started throwing big chunks of bricks downstairs.
There, you mean the inmates?
Yes, the inmates. So they were up on the, I believe some of them were on the first floor and some on the second floor. So that's from what we could see from where we were. So the bricks were coming down, and when a Nepalese officer, he got scared, so he broke formation. So when he broke formation, the bricks got through, because when we were under the shield, so you can feel the weight of the bricks being thrown down, because you are holding a shield up and in front in formation. So they got a bit scared, so one of them ran, and he left us exposed, so I got injured that way.
Where were you injured?
On my leg.
Left or right?
Right leg.
On the right leg.
Yes.
So you were hit by a stone?
No, it's a big brick, because my leg was swollen and it was cut. Still have a scar till today from that incident.
Okay.
So then we went up, and I went for dressing at the ambulance. Then I went up and we debriefed the deputy commissioner about the operation. And after debriefing them, I went back down with the men. So they were having water and refreshment. And then we were called back up. And
who called you?
They were the officers who said, come up. The deputy needs to see us. I don't remember who was. Somebody stood in the staircase and said, guys, come up. There's going to be a briefing. So I went up, and they said that we need to go back and take control of the prison.
Right. I want to request you to move slowly with us.
Okay.
That one, right. So when you said you withdrew from the prison to brief, who were you briefing? We want names.
The Deputy Commissioner of Police.
So that's Sangwa. Deputy Sangwa.
Yes.
That's the one you were briefing.
Yes. He was the highest officer there. So you in the force you brief the highest officer.
Okay. Okay. That explanation helps.
Yeah.
But let us break it down.
Okay.
So we would want you to say you briefed so and so.
Okay.
Right.
So
then if we ask you why were you briefing that person, then you can say because this person was our boss.
Noted.
Yeah. So you went there to brief, and you briefed Mr. Sangwa.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Was Mr. Sangwa in the company of any other people?
There was Assistant Commissioner Denus.
Okay.
Assistant Commissioner Weeds, Chief Superintendent Posee.
Okay.
And there was, I think he was Lieutenant Colonel at that time, Olada.
Okay.
And that was the the CP present?
When I first got in, she was not there.
Okay.
When I went back for the second briefing, she was there.
Okay. So you gave them the brief on
Yes.
what had transpired.
Yes.
And then what happened there?
When I gave them the information, they asked me, they saw that I was injured, asked me if I was okay. I said yes, I'm okay for now. Then, like I told you, I went back down with the men, so we were hydrating. So then we went for the briefing that we were called, and they told us that we need to go back in. So the deputy commissioner.
Who told you?
The deputy commissioner was the one leading the briefing. He said that we need to go back in because we need to take control of the prison, and that the inmates are in possession of the keys to the prison. So we need to go back and we take control.
So if I understand well, mission number one was to release
the officers.
Captured officers.
Yes.
Second mission was to go and find keys.
No. Second mission was to retake control of the prison. That's what we were told. To go back in.
That was because the inmates had the keys with them?
Had the keys, and they were still breaking things inside. That's what we were told.
So help us to also unpack this idea of retaking control of the prison. So, like the specifics, what does that mean? Does that mean you were being instructed to go and get the prisoners out, or just get the keys?
We were being told to go and remove the prisoners.
Remove them from
the prison.
And put them where?
They were supposed to be placed down in the holding area.
Okay.
That we have cleared.
Okay.
They were supposed to be taken from upstairs, brought to ground floor, restrained and put in the holding area that we have cleared downstairs on the first floor.
You said that this was instruction that I think it was Dodin?
No.
The
Deputy Commissioner.
Deputy Commissioner. Oh, Sogwa. Oh,
yes.
That was instructions you got from
Yes.
Deputy Commissioner Sogwa.
Yes.
So, okay, he's the one who told you that you had to go back.
Yes.
Yeah, but in his own words, what were the instructions that he gave?
Now we need to go back.
Yes.
You guys, we need to go back and take control of the prison.
That's it?
Yes. You need to go and take control. And then there were other people there from the prison said that they've cleared downstairs, and we will put all the inmates down.
Who were these other people?
There were the Commissioner of Prison George, and then there were other people in blue uniform, blue prison uniform.
Yeah. You remember I said we want you to move with us slowly on that end. So apologies if we are taking you back, but hold on, because we want that part to be straightened so that we are clear. So I want to go back to Commissioner Victorant's question, and I would like you to answer it again. Help us. Okay, first, I'm trying to think that I'm not a police officer, so I also want you to help me if I'm wrong. But I'm thinking that if you have a commander who is overseeing an operation, they give specific instructions.
Yes, they do.
To the operations team. So they say, go in and do this, right? So we're still not understanding clearly what it means to say, go and retake the prison, right? So, and again, we don't want your own words. We want you to tell us exactly what Mr. Sangwa said as the instructions for you to go and carry out. And if other people other than Mr. Sangwa also gave instructions, we want you to tell us those instructions and those people as well.
No, but during the briefing, there were a lot of people talking and, but the final word comes from the Deputy Commissioner. Okay. Even if the Commissioner of Prisons were there, we take orders from the Deputy Commissioner.
Okay.
He is the highest rank officer for us. So that's like I told you. He told us we have to go back to retake control of the prison. That's what he said. And then when he said that, there were other people from prison there that were saying that they've already cleared the ground floor. So when the inmates come down, they will detain them on the ground floor in that area.
You said that the CP, Mr. Georges, was present then
Yes.
when you received that instructions from
Yes.
Songwa. Was she in agreement with that instruction? Did she raise any objection to that instruction?
No, there was no objection. Because when the initial conversation was going on when they came to that conclusion to go back in, I was not there. I said I was down with the men near the tuck shop there at the prison.
But you earlier said that Mr. Georges said that they've cleared the downstairs where you could go in and
No, not
the inmates.
CP George said that. Somebody from the prison team. They had their people there as well. So they were the police team, they were the prison team, and then there were 2 people from the army. That's Lieutenant Colonel Roda and Major Mache. He was not there the whole time. He was coming in and out.
So you get the instruction to go and retake the prison. What happens after?
So when he said that, I told him that I had certain
Reservation?
no, not reservation, but I told him that our numbers would not suffice because we cannot count on the prison officers because they are afraid. So there was 15 of us. Already some had been injured. So the amount of people that we had would be a problem. So then I went out again, and then about 10 minutes later we got called back up, and then Deputy Commissioner Songwa informed us that okay, so we will go and the army will accompany us.
So it is Deputy Sangwa who informed you
Yes,
that the army
will be coming with
will
us.
be accompanying you.
Yes.
Okay.
So then he also told us that to not use lethal weapons, to use less lethal force. So I went back down and I informed my platoon that the instruction is we're going back in to take control of the prison, and I told over them to disarm. So we removed all our firearms that we had and we kept it in the vehicle.
Okay, but you were told that the military was going to come in with you.
Yes.
Okay, so you did that for your officers. You asked them to disarm.
Yes.
Okay, not to have any lethal weapon on them.
Yes.
So you were you going to lead that group that goes into the prison?
No, not at that time, because at that time there was for the police there was a superintendent there, and then for the army there was a major.
Who was going to lead the
Who was there? Because in the police and the military, as soon as somebody of a higher rank is there, you take a back seat.
Okay. I want us to also be clear. Did Deputy Sangwa instruct you not to use lethal ammunition, or did he instruct you not to carry into the prison lethal ammunition?
He instructed us not to use.
Okay, so he said do not use.
Yes.
He did not say do not carry into
Yes.
the prison.
Do not use.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I instructed, when he said that, I instructed my officers to disarm.
By saying disarm, you mean you instructed your officers to leave
Yes.
live ammunition?
Yes, live weapons and ammunition
Okay.
back. We removed all the pistol that we had with us and we left it behind.
Why was that necessary?
Why was it necessary?
Why was it necessary for you to tell your officers to leave their arms behind?
Well, since we were given that order, so there was no need. If you tell us not to use live ammunition, so there's no need for us to carry firearms. So the instruction was not to use. So I don't see any reason why we should carry it with us, because the first operation was to retrieve the prison officers being detained. So in that type of operation, we've been trained to carry live ammunition for building intervention, because you don't know what the other people have with them.
Even that is what you told your officers, that not to disarm.
Yes.
Okay, because you were told not to use lethal weapons. Do you believe that was what other groups of military or military officers who were present, who were armed, do you think they should have gone in with lethal weapons?
I don't know. I don't know what weapons they are, but I don't know what they were carrying. Whether they had shotguns or live rounds, because they had their briefing.
But what would have been your expectation, since that's what you instructed your officers not to do? If they had
no, but
what would
I understand you, Commissioner, but the instruction was not to use. So I would expect everybody to leave.
Let's go a bit back on that one. So, Deputy Sangwa issues you with 3 instructions. I mean, based on your testimony.
Yes.
One is you need to go back and take control of the prison.
Yes.
Which later was explained to mean move the inmates from the prison into the holding area.
Yes.
That's instruction number 1. Instruction number 2 is do not use live ammunition.
Correct.
Right. Okay, I think those are... no, instruction number 2 is that the soldiers will accompany you.
Yes.
This is Deputy Sangwa making these instructions.
Yes.
Right? And the third one is do not use live ammunition. Okay.
Correct.
So, and your view, do you still maintain your view that this was a police operation?
Well, when you involve the military, then I believe it becomes a joint operation.
It's a joint operation.
Yes.
Okay. But who is in charge?
Who is in charge overall or on the ground?
From what was happening at that point, from what you could see, who is in charge?
From what I could see, it was the Deputy Commissioner giving orders.
It was Deputy Commissioner Sangwa.
Sangwa, yes.
You were the leader of the team going inside. Is that correct?
For the first operation, yes.
But now I'm talking about the second one, because
the second one, when the second one, the second operation, for the police, the highest rank officer was Superintendent Dakambra, and then for the military, it was Major.
So there was no leader.
There was a leader.
Okay, but then the problem is when I ask this question, who was the leader? Then you start saying, for the police there was this, for that, for.
No, there was on the ground. There was no one commanding the police and the military at the same time.
Okay, let's do this again. So there is a team that is being deployed.
Yes.
By Deputy Sangwa, and this team involves police and soldiers.
Yes.
And its mission is to go and take control of the prison. Are we still correct?
Correct.
Okay. My question is, who is leading this team? There's no leader.
No.
Okay, so that's why I said there's no leader, right?
Yes.
But there is some understanding, and that's where I need you to correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
So there is some understanding that the highest ranking police officer leads the police, highest ranking military officer It is the military.
Yes.
But there's no clarity on who actually is the overall commander for this team as it goes into the prison.
Correct.
Okay. Now, you take a decision that your police officers will disarm and leave live ammunition behind. Did Mr. Sangwa know that you took that decision?
Yes, he did.
Are you sure that he knew that you had commanded police officers to leave the ammunition?
To leave the weapons in? No. This decision I took on the ground there. When I came from the briefing, I told the officers, the instruction is not to use live rounds inside the prison, so we will disarm. So that was me as the platoon commander.
Okay, as the platoon commander.
Yes.
And did you inform your commander, Deputy Sangwa, that you had taken that decision?
Yes, later I did.
Or later on after the
yes,
operation?
Afterwards, yes.
Okay.
Not after, during the operation.
During the operation.
Yes. Because a few times we came
Did
out.
you also tell him that whilst you and the police had left the live ammunition, you were not sure if the soldiers had done the same thing?
No, I did not.
Why?
I was not sure what they were carrying, because I saw that they had shotguns with them. I don't know what else they were carrying, because the shotgun was visible.
Yeah, I want to apologize in advance of asking this question, because perhaps when we asked Deputy Sangwa, and perhaps if we talk to him again, I have to ask him again. But you still have a role as well. So that's why I'm putting it to you that if there is an instruction to not use live ammunition, is there no duty to ensure that either, number one, no one carries live ammunition into the prison, or number two, there is a leader who will give an order to use live ammunition only when it is necessary during the operation?
If that instruction was to be given, it was to be given from the head.
From the head? Who is the head?
The Deputy Commissioner.
Sangwa. And you did not get that?
No, because
okay.
if there was going to be somebody leading the two groups on the ground, this would have been made clear in the briefing.
Okay, let's go on.
And then we went back in. We were told by the prison officers inside that the route that we were taking initially had been blocked. We could not go through that route. We had to take another staircase. So we went through another staircase, and when we were going up, it was mixed police and military. The inmates upstairs poured boiling water downstairs. So when we were going up, they poured water, so we had to walk against the wall because the water was being spilled downstairs. And then when we reached the first floor, the gate was locked. We didn't see anyone on the first floor. It looked empty. Then we went up to the second floor, and then a fire started.
Okay, so hold there. So you are now inside the prison. You are a platoon.
Yes, there was patrol, there was security, and then there was the military, and then there was the...
Would I be correct to describe you as a platoon? You are a platoon? Or
no, my platoon.
Let's just call you a team. You are
yes,
a team, right?
Yes.
I'm thinking that when you are inside there, you need to have some kind of a formation. You need to be tactical in the way you are going to be moving, because you can't just move, right?
Yes.
So who is telling everybody what to do when you are inside there?
There was actually nobody telling anybody. The thing is, what I saw is that the group was full of tactical people train tactically, so everybody was relying on their training going in there.
That's fine.
Yes, but there was no clear, like the first operation, I briefed everybody. I told them that.
No. Let's go to the second operation.
Yeah.
Because the first is fine.
Yes. So there was nobody.
Okay. The second operation is the one I'm talking about, and then we can take a 5-minute break. Surely, Assistant Superintendent, when you move in there as a team, in what appears to me like a challenging, dangerous situation, people can't just rely on their skills.
Yes.
Right. There has to be someone who gives an order to say, we are going to line up like this, we are going to move like this, you move like this, you cover this one, isn't it? Is that not how you do these operations? Or,
that's how it should be.
Or we are watching movies too much?
That's
how you do it, right?
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
But
so on that day, what was happening?
On that day, like I said, when we were going up in a line formations would.
Okay, hold the in a line formation. Who says you should be in a line formation?
But that's how I tell you. People went there according to their training. So know if you are going upstairs, there is the blind spot, and then there's the space in between the stairs. So your training tells you that you stick to the wall to avoid being hit by anything.
Okay.
So everybody, that's why I say people were relying on their training. So people went in a line formation. We stuck to the wall. So that's when the water was poured downstairs, the boiling water. So then we reached the first floor. We saw that it was empty. We didn't see anyone. On the first floor, the light was on. So then we went upstairs. As soon as we were going upstairs, we heard someone say, "They are coming."
Okay, so just hold there. Then we take a 5-minute break. Then you will take us through the next stage.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't forget where you will.
No, I won't. I'll make a note.
Okay. So let's take a 5-minute break.